We'll walk you through.
How to use Logic Pro for beginners.
If you find this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to our channel.
Open Logic Pro X. The first thing you're going to see is empty project and live loops. So an empty project is basically what you would want to start with. So I'm going to select on that. A pop-up is going to appear showing you to choose the track type. Now we have different track types. We have the software instrument. So this is the default option for instruments that are in Logic Pro X. All right. And this includes synths, pianos, things like that. The next is the audio. And this is basically when you record something externally. So it could be your voice recording, which is in a microphone, or it could be when you just send in some audio into Logic Pro, which is then converted into digital information. The next is also the drummer, which involves different kinds of drum instruments that you can use. Then we also have the external MIDI, which is basically when you have a MIDI keyboard. I'm going to show you an example here. So this is my MIDI keyboard that I use, but you can use different ones as well if you have it. If you don't have a MIDI keyboard, that's also fine. The guitar or bass is basically when you connect a guitar or bass directly to your interface, which is like your device that converts your audio sound into your digital audio workstation or DAW. All right, so if you're just starting off, the first thing I'm going to advise you to do is to go over to software instrument. Here it's going to say empty channel strip. You can just leave that on and click on create. So here you can see the number of tracks to create. We're just going to go with one, which means just one single track should be displayed. And that's a better way to start. And audio output, you just want to leave it at output 1 plus 2. And I'm going to go ahead and click on create. All right. So once you're on here, you can see that we have on the left, extreme left of the screen, we have a couple of instruments here, and these are the default instruments that do come with Logic Pro X. If you don't have them on your own digital workstation, you just want to go over to Logic here and click on Sound Library and make sure to download all available sounds. In my case, I've only downloaded Essential Sounds because I have other plugins and other sound libraries that I use. But if you don't have any sounds, you can download the Essential Sounds or even go for all available sounds, and this will be downloaded. It will take at least an hour or more to get everything set, depending on the speed of your internet connection. All right, so to get started, I'm just going to click on, let's say, the piano here and go with Steinway Grand Piano. So this is the library section. You can click on the top left icon here, which says library, to toggle it on or to display it, or you could just click on Y on your keypad to toggle that on and off. All right, so going to piano, you can see there's a little download icon here. This is to download all the extra sounds that come with Logic. I already have Steinway Grand Piano downloaded, so I'm just going to click on it, double click on it, and as you can see right here, the instrument has been selected. All right, so moving forward, in order to play the instrument, all you need to do is, if you have a MIDI keyboard, you would want to have that connected, and basically click on R here to activate it. And I'm going to just press on my MIDI keyboard to play some sounds. So as you can hear, the sounds are activated, and you can go ahead to record something. To record, all you need to do is to hit the R button on your keypad, or sometimes you can have the record button shown here. In my case, I've customized my Logic differently, so that's why it's not appearing here. But typically you should have a record button. So you can just click on that or just hit R on your keyboard. And I'm just gonna play something little. All right, so as you can listen, you probably notice the metronome, and this is great just to keep you in rhythm and in sync. You can turn it off by clicking on the 1, 2, 3, 4 icon here, and let's go ahead and listen to what I've just played. If you want to listen to what you've just played in a loop, you can just drag the top of the recorded part to where it stops, and automatically it is looped. So just by dragging the top of it where the cycle bar appears, this creates a loop, and if you hit space bar, you can just play that again. All right, and this is gonna be playing repeatedly until you turn this off by clicking on it or hitting C on your keyboard to toggle that on and off. And so that is how you select an instrument and play it. You can basically change the instrument by just going over to your library on the left and clicking a different instrument. For example, I could just click on another and the instrument has been replaced, and if I play it, the sound would be from the different instrument that I selected. All right, as you can see, this sounds totally different because we've selected a different instrument. And of course, you can go back and select any other instrument of your choice. So that is the way it works with software instruments. And if you want to, let's say, add another instrument, all you need to do is to right click here and select new software instrument, and then you can go ahead and just select something else, just like I showed you before, and double click on it, and here we go, we have a whole new other instrument. All right, so the next thing you want to know is how to record audio tracks. Now it is a similar process. So to delete this software instrument, all you need to do is to right click and click and hit delete track, and that will be deleted. So let's imagine you wanted to record a microphone or a guitar or any other external instrument. This is where the audio track comes in. So all you need to do is to right click right here and click on new audio track, and essentially if you have your guitar or you have any other external instrument, you can just plug that in, or a microphone, and once you click on record enable, you should be able to record that audio track. Also, it's important that when you want to record enable an audio track, you need to go over to the left corner here where it says inspector, click on it, and make sure that your input is selected correctly, right? So if you have let's say an audio interface like the Focus Scarlett audio interface, you want to make sure that it's in the first input. If it's input 1, I mean your cables are in the first input, or the second, depending on how many outlets your interface has. And when you record, you want to make sure you keep things, let's say, between -12 and -18. I mean the audio signal, just so you can get a really clean sound. Also, going back to the track, if you want to mute a sound, all you need to do is to click on M and it will be muted. As you can see, it's been grayed out here. If I were to play it, you would hear no sound, and if I turn it back on, you can see the sound works now. So this is essentially how to get started with Logic Pro X. Additionally, there are some other cool features like the loops. So if you go to the top right corner and you click on this icon, this is the loop media collection, and you can go ahead and just drag different patterns onto your track. So since we have an audio track here, I can just drag, let's say this, and put it here and click create new stereo track, and I'm gonna delete this one. So that was an acoustic strum. It has a huge collection, and sometimes I use this as well. So basically, this is just a simple beginner intro on how to use Logic Pro X. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them, or to make any other additional video to give you more insights on the way this software works. All right, let me know in the comments if this video helped you. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more.